88, where Willie Nelson lives, will break your heart. Chris Rock, $3.35 million, New York. Chris Rock rented out his New York City apartment for $8,500 per month when he relocated to New Jersey. He decided to sell it in 2017, listing it for $3.85 million, only to sell it for $3.35 million less than a year later. The interior of the 1901 house is approximately 3,700 square feet. It has 3 stories and a rooftop terrace, as well as a patio. It has 2 bedrooms and a private 2-car garage. Rock is currently preparing to appear in the horror film Spiral. George Clooney, estimated $25 million, London. George Clooney is a well-known Hollywood heartthrob who has appeared in films such as Argo, Ocean's 11, and Syriana. His acting career earned him a fortune over the years, so purchasing a $25 million London mansion was a piece of cake for him. He had the estate extensively renovated, and it's now the ideal retreat for him and his family. The house includes a cinema, a gym, and a tennis court. Clooney's career is still going strong, and he's reportedly working on a film called The Midnight Sky. Kathy Lee Gifford, $10.5 million, Florida. For many years, we've seen Kathy Lee Gifford's face on television virtually every day. She's most remembered for appearances on Live with Regis and Kathy Lee, as well as The Today Show. Kathy Lee offered their Florida vacation house for sale a few years after Frank Gifford, her second husband, died. According to the New York Post, Gifford died leaving his fortune to his wife. The 11,400 square foot home was completed in 1998 and offered for $10.5 million in 2018. Kathy Lee is currently concentrating on a career in acting and filmmaking. Dana Perino, price undisclosed, South Carolina. Dana Perino is a political pundit, author, and former White House press secretary. She's 48 years old. She's recently been a regular figure on Fox News, anchoring The Daily Briefing and The Five, in addition to working as a book publishing executive at Random House. Perino and her husband of 22 years, Peter McMahon, live in Bay Head, New Jersey. The pair does, however, spend time at their home in Charleston, South Carolina. They've made a lot of friends, played tennis, biked, swam, and kayaked together there. Although information about their home isn't available, the couple enjoys a tranquil lifestyle, according to the Charleston Home and Design magazine in 2018. Ellen DeGeneres, $45 million, California. Ellen DeGeneres is a serial house flipper who's purchased and sold over 12 homes in the last 20 years. This Montecito, California property was perhaps her most successful transaction to date. The TV personality and her life partner, Portia de Rossi, agreed to sell the house in 2018 for $45 million. The 10,500 square foot estate is situated on 17 acres and has 6 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, a swimming pool, and a media room. They later reduced their asking price to $39.5 million before selling it to Ted Sarandos, a Netflix executive, for $34 million. Jennifer Aniston, $42 million, Beverly Hills. Jennifer Aniston is generally recognized as a Hollywood darling, having been named the most beautiful woman in the world by People magazine in 2016. Her first autobiography was titled Biography of a Hollywood Sweetheart. The Beverly Hills property was acquired during her ill-fated marriage to Brad Pitt. She and Pitt purchased the estate for $13.5 million in 2001, but following their divorce in 2015, they sold it to a hedge fund manager, Jonathan Brooks. The 12,000 square foot, 6-bedroom, 12-bathroom home is again back on the market, with a price reduced from $49 million to $44.5 million. Anderson Cooper, $2.975 million, The Hamptons. Being the host of Anderson Cooper 360 on CNN pays significantly, with Anderson Cooper earning $1 million each month. Wait till you discover about his net worth, which is now valued at $200 million. Yeah, the 53-year-old is wealthy. Cooper became a father in 2020, even though he and his spouse divorced in 2018. Cooper had owned the mansion before selling it for $2.975 million in 2015. The Hamptons property is just 3,749 square feet in size, but rests on 3 acres of land. Willie Nelson, amount undisclosed, Texas. Willie Nelson is more than just a guy. He's a true American legend. Can you imagine a more eternal pairing than the country music great, now 88, performing a new duet with Barbra Streisand? Nelson, a native of Texas, discovered his piece of Americana paradise in Spicewood, an unincorporated town in his home state. There isn't much known about Nelson's hometown, but we do know that he has finally christened it the Luck Ranch, and that it also houses his favorite horses. Nelson, who's been active since 1956, is recognized as one of the greatest exponents of the outlaw country subgenre. Linda Pearl, $505,000, Los Angeles. Linda Pearl is best remembered for her role as Ashley Pfister in the comedy Happy Days. She's been a recurring presence on American television throughout the years, appearing on iconic programs like Matlock and The Office. Pearl reportedly paid $550,000 for a property in Los Angeles in March 1999. It's not the million-dollar house you'd expect from a TV celebrity, but it's still a really fine piece of California real estate. Pearl's house, with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a total of 2,294 square feet, is the ideal location to unwind after a long day's work. Dale Moss, $19.25 million, New York. Dale Moss's football career ended with 9 catches and 51 receiving yards, but the former player has been enjoying his days as a reality television personality. After joining the cast of The Bachelorette's 16th season and winning Claire Crawley's heart, the former wide receiver was seen house hunting in New York City. According to Cosmopolitan, Moss and Crawley were looking at a stunning New York City apartment. This magnificent property, valued at $19.25 million, has everything a reality TV star could want, including 4 bedrooms, an outdoor jacuzzi, and its private elevator. Patrick Duffy, undisclosed price, Southern Oregon. Patrick Duffy, well known for his portrayal as Bobby Ewing in the television series Dallas, has had enough of city life. The actor sold his Tarzana, Los Angeles property for $2 million in 1999 and moved to the countryside. He presently resides on a 600-acre property in Southern Oregon. Duffy, an avid carpenter, now has more time and space to devote to his pastime now that he spends his days in South Oregon outdoors. Carlin Rosser, Duffy's wife of 43 years, died in 2017. The couple shared 2 children. Clint Eastwood, $9.75 million, Pebble Beach, California. How would you feel about purchasing a gorgeous California estate that's been home to the one and only actor-director Clint Eastwood? If you happen to have $9.75 million in your bank account, you can. This stunning villa was built in the 1920s and is a Spanish farmhouse architectural classic. The late San Francisco architect Clarence Tantow designed this Pebble Beach piece of art, yet it still manages to seem contemporary and homey today. It has several well-decorated rooms, including a magnificent tile-covered bathroom and a balcony with a great outlook. David Weir, $7,000, Skinny Atlas Lake. David Weir began his broadcast journalistic career over 25 years ago as an anchor and reporter for a small television station in Syracuse. He's been a familiar face on ABC News since 2003, now hosting ABC World News Tonight and 2020. Weir was born and raised in Syracuse, so he didn't have to go far to find a place to call home. The 46-year-old spent $7 million on a historic property near Skinny Atlas Lake in 2019. The house has 4,300 square feet of living area, 6 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and even a fireplace. Laura Ingram, $3.3 million, Virginia. Laura Ingram is best known as the Fox News Channel's The Ingram Angle anchor. She's also the editor-in-chief of Life Zet, a conservative American website. Ingram has amassed a wealth of almost $40 million after working in broadcast journalism during the 1990s. Ingram was born and reared in the Connecticut town of Glastonbury. She presently resides in McLean, Virginia, in a 7,869 square foot property valued at $3.3 million, according to Velvet Ropes. Her 3 adoptive children are quite fortunate to live in such a large home. Jesse Waters, price undisclosed, Long Island. Jesse Waters is a well-known name in the broadcast journalism sector in the United States. He was fortunate to get a position at Fox News immediately after graduating from college, and he's never looked back. Waters, who's been with the network for so long, now earns $2 million each year on top of his $5 million fortune. Since 2017, he's hosted his program Waters World, in addition to co-hosting The Five. Given his riches, we imagine he has other houses in the area. However, it's unknown where he lives permanently. Waters, on the other hand, owns this stunning piece of architecture in Long Island, New York.